We don't have subs though. Not for this game.
Yeah.
First possession of this contest.
We're not playing it.
With the Meralco Bolts for the Bolts. Here's David. David working on Toto Jose. David, nice move. Well, that's a big time move and scoring over Bates. Now with Banquero. CB over to Quinto for 3. That rattles home for Bong Quinto.
That's a good start there for Bong Quinto, who really struggled in their last game against Magnolia.
3-2 early on here in the first quarter. Fairfield. Now with Casio. JV. David. They swing it over to Malinin. Free ball from the corners, money. They swing it over to CB. Banquero. Back out to Chris. Newsom working on JV. He's got the advantage here. Newsom will attack. Newsom to the cup, puts it up and in.
That's how you break that zone. Be patient, moving that ball around, trying to break that, waiting for the defense to make a mistake.
Fairfield. Long 2 on the way. That's money. Bong Quinto. Now with Bates. CB. They go to Jose. Jose. Almost a turnover there. 8 seconds to shoot here for the Bolts. CB pull-up jumper on the way. Got it. Quinto with a rebound. Ball still with it. Over to Jose. Nice fast break there by the Meralco Bolts. Banquero. Over to Quinto. Quinto.
There's a switch there.
There's Bates down low.
There
Nice
you go.
Seal. Good position there by the big Brandon Bates.
Good recognition by Bong Quinto. As soon as he saw the switch, he was able to give the ball to Brandon Bates in the post.
JV. Using the Quinto screen. Fairfield. Wide open for the triple. That's money.
That's a good Spain action there by Blackwater, scoring on that 3 by Bearfield.
And Coach Luigi wants to talk things over after this 3 ball coming from Cedric Bearfield. No one near him.
Yep.
As he drills that one. The Meralco Bolts enjoying a 1-point lead, 6:26. Now with Jose, they're looking back for Newsom. There he is. Newsom open for the 3 ball.
There
That's money. Answers on the other hand. There's Newsom against RK. Nunu. He's got the height advantage here. Newsom. No good in that attempt. Second attempt for Nuno's good. He's up to 7 points. You wanted him to be a little bit more aggressive. Here he is.
Yes, he's starting very aggressive, and that's what you want to see from Meralco. They're taking advantage of their inside game, which Blackwater has been struggling lately.
Another turnover here for the Bossing. Here comes Toto Jose. Jose all the way to the cup, puts it up, no good. Bates is there to turn a negative into positive.
Yep, good stop on the other end. And probably Rios later on.
Quinto, 5 to shoot here for Meralco. Quinto carves some space inside and puts it in. Ilagan, over to David. David lines it up from 3 and drills it.
Can't give him that enough space. He's going to bury it. Very consistent, high percentage shooter, Christian David.
There's a guy, as we mentioned, he's got the size, he's got the touch from the outside, he can do it all. Newsom can do it all as well. 9 points in the first quarter here for Nunu. The final 30 seconds of the opening period, 22-15 is the count. David against Rios. David using that size advantage, the hoop and the harm there for Christian David.
You know, looking at David, he's not really a natural post, no? But, in this conference, he has developed that.
Wide open. Look at that beautiful play by the Meralco Bolts. Leads to an open Almazan jam.
Oh, yes. That was a good play. Baseline out of bounds by Meralco.
8-point game. David. He's got the quickness advantage here against Pasol. And the height advantage. David puts it up and in, splitting the defense. That's impressive, Coach
That's
E.
a strong move there.
Let's take a look at this beautiful play here. Knockout play. And then over on the other side, David splitting the defense here off the glass. Using the Almazan screen, they get the switch. Black, they go to the corner. Paso all 3 ball on the way. Puts it in.
That's what Alvin Pasaol is known for, those 3-pointers. You can't leave him open once he gets going. You can't stop him.
There is a guy who has been well documented to be able to fill up the basket. Anywhere he plays as Escoto. Here's Bearfield. Bearfield against Cancino. Fade away, fall away jumpers ends up in the hands of the Meralco Bolts. Here comes Black on the attack. AB. Nice fast break there. Coming up short, however. Great defense by Escoto.
What a good
CB somehow manufactures a shot anyway. And Cancino clears it. Cancino still with it. Ends up in the hands of Almazan, who scores down low. So it does look like the Meralco Bolts have decided to pick up the pace here in the first half.
Yes, they've been outscoring Blackwater, especially in transition.
Escoto will attack. Escoto runs over of Alvin Pasaol. And it's going to be a blocking foul, so basket is good. 3-point play opportunity here for Escoto.
So far, Meralco has been out-rebounding Blackwater 24-8.
Cancino hits the 3 ball from the corner. Iron step back 3 on the way is no good. And it's another attempt there as Malilin scores down low. 10-point game in favor of the Meralco Bolts. They've led all way. Or maybe except for maybe a minute or two in the first quarter.
Early part of the first.
3 ball from David. Wow. Nice first half here by Christian David.
Yeah. He's been doing everything for Blackwater, scoring in the post, in the threes, getting that rebound.
Got 2 steals as well as I don't know anybody who shoots a teardrop as well as Newsom has checked back in here for Coach Luigi. Aaron Black.
Got a switch there.
And Jose over to Bates. Easy pickings here for the Meralco Bolts down low.
Yes. Meralco will continue to take advantage of that switching defense by Blackwater.
RK. Teardrop on the way is no good. Rebound in hands of Newsom. Forward pass over to Toto Jose. He doesn't have the numbers. So he waits for his teammates instead. Over to Aaron Black. AB to the corner. 3 ball from Quinton. That's good.
All cylinders working now for Meralco. They padded this lead now. 14 points.
Yeah, the way that Meralco has been played so far here in the first half, that's kind of what we've seen from Meralco throughout the past couple of conferences. They go for the fast break. If it's not there, they pull out and they're able to execute.
Exactly.
Cedric Bearfield drills his own 3-pointer there to answer that of Bong Quinto.
You can feel the sense of urgency coming from Meralco now.
AB drawing a foul there. Are they going to give him continue? So they are going to count it. There's a foul going to be called there on Bradwin Ginto. Sends it over to RK Ilagan. Stops on the dime. Sends it over to Bearfield. Bearfield is also in double figures with 10 points. Bearfield working on Bong Quinto. Fadeaway jumper gets the roll.
Top shot there by Bearfield. Only Bearfield can do that.
Yeah, so good. Newsom. Now it Bates. Here's AB. They go to Bong Quinto. Bong. Quinto. Handoff over to Jose. Draws the foul. Another 3-point play opportunity here given to the Meralco Bolts.
Again, Meralco scoring heavily inside.
Here comes Banquero. CB. Over to Bates. To the corner. Bong Quinto. Jab step. Sends it over to Banquero. Banquero still with it. Nice pass to Newsom. Gets away for the easy layup. Bearfield. Back to RK. RK. Looking for a teammate. Ginto over to Escoto. Down low. And it's going to be the hoop and the harm there for Escoto. 17 points so far in the ball game for Christian David. Working on 18 right here with this free throw, but he's really Quinto. Back to CB. Banquero. Bates, elbow jumper on the way. Got it.
One of the few times you're going to see Brandon Bates shoot those mid-jump shots.
Bearfield. Now with Quinto. Sends it over to David. Draws the foul. Another opportunity. Another three-point play opportunity here for the Bossing.
Again, good play there by Coach Jeff, setting up David for a post.
Ilagan. Sends it back down to David. David against two blue shirts. Stopped that time by Brandon Bates. Looking for CB. They get it to Banquero. CB to Bates. And that's going to be a turnover for the Bolts. Here come the Bossing on the break. RK. Can't finish. Another opportunity here for the Bossing. And David continues the onslaught.
Yeah, they're only down by 8.
CB. Over to Bates. Bates. Push shot comes up short. David with another rebound. Bearfield. Bearfield so far in this game has 14 points. Bearfield, triple on the way, drills it. 17 points in the ball game for Cedric Bearfield.
Yeah, 4-0 run here by Blackwater to cut that lead further to 5.
Nusa. Nuno still with it. There's the screen coming from Bates. Sends it over to Bong Quinto. Open momentarily, misses the three-pointer, but CB's down low to turn the negative into positive.
Oh, yes. Good way to stop that run by Blackwater.
David, once again, in the shaded area. This time sends it back out. Here's Escoto. Back to David. He's got the foot speed advantage on Bates. Stopped, however, by Brandon Bates. Another opportunity here. This time he puts it in. They go to Bong Quinto against Andrade. No good in that attempt. Toto Jose turns the negative into positive.
Again, Meralco inserting themselves inside. And at that time, they were able to get that putback.
Quinto. Now with Nusa. Nuno will attack the defense of the smaller RK and puts it in. And now with Pasol, who had a good first half, and launches that three ball. That's a miss, however. Bearfield with a rebound. Over to Ilagan. Oh, great defense there coming from Brandon Bates. AB ahead to CB for the easy basket down low. David has just checked into the game, misses that three ball. Hopia gets the rebound, draws the foul, puts the basket in.
What a big play there by Hopia, getting the offensive rebound of Almasan and getting a foul off him as well.
Let's take a look at this once again. Christian David misses that three ball. Hopia, Newsome. Over to CB. AB almost loses it, ends up in the hands of Almazan, who puts it in with a reverse.
Blackwater playing with 3 bigs and staying with that zone. Unfortunately, Meralco was able to score off that.
Hopia. Now with Bearfield. Cedric. That nice little floater there coming from Cedric Bearfield. Now with Bearfield. Bearfield with it. Bearfield still with it against 2 blue shirts.
Oh, yes.
No good. Andrade tries to put it in. Wow.
Beautiful shot there by Andrade.
AB. The teardrop is no good. Sends it back out. Here comes Newsome. 3 ball on the way. Puts it in.
A lot of times when you get that offensive rebound, that results to a 3-pointer. And that's what happened in that play.
70-58 is the count. 12-point game in favor of the Meralco Bolts. Chua. Now with Bearfield. Bearfield against Pasol. 3 balls from the corners, no good. Rebound battle in the hands of Newsome. Forward pass over to Pasol. Over to the trailer. Eamon Almazan with a finish.
What a way to execute the 3-on-1 fast break.
And the Meralco Bolts turning on the Jets here in Q3. On the break, Cancino straight to the cup, puts it above the glass and in.
Played like a veteran there, Cancino, really waiting for his time. We're able to finish that layup.
David, now with Hopia. Back to Christian. 15-foot jumper on the way, it's wet. He's really had a great game here, Coach.
Can get him wide open for that shot. He's gonna bury it.
He needs some help. Here's Newsom. Nunu over to AB. Pasa all three ball is no good. Rebound in the hands of Tratter. Ion on the break. Ion, one player to beat. Puts it up and in.
What a sidestep play there by Ion finishing off.
Did not expect it. And here comes Meralco on the break. Newsom all the way to the cup for two. Banquero using the Almazan screen. Over to Black. Three ball on the way. Puts it in.
Here on Black with an uncanny three-pointer.
Hopia. Tratter still using using his strength advantage, ending up with the miss, and here comes Banquero on the break for the round robin layup.
Oh, it's an easy basket.
AB three ball on the way, it rattles out. CJ giving them another opportunity here. He goes baseline, backs it up, three ball from the corner, puts it in. That's a big time move coming from the rookie.
Great step back there.
2 points. 9:55 left to go here in the fourth and final. Quinto. Now with Escoto. Jumper on the way, that's money. That's a three ball coming from Escoto. Double team comes. Escoto over to the ageless wonder, JV Casio. Jumper is no good. An opportunity here, another opportunity I should say. As Malilin scores down low. And here we are, almost midway of the fourth quarter. They're still looking good so far. Starber Torres scoring down low there. Fairfield using the Quinto screen, pull up jumper on the way, puts it in. Cedric Bearfield.
Much needed basket from Bearfield. Now they need to make stops to be able to cut this lead.
Cancino off the glass. Oh, he's really played well. CJ Cancino.
This guy.
Cancino over to the corner. Mendoza will attack. Mendoza with a floater puts it in.
That's a good shot there by Jolo.
You know, on the other hand, with the Meralco Bolts, everybody has scored for them.
Yep. Except for Rios.
That's right, except for Rios.
Well, he was not fielded back in, so
he only played 2 minutes. As Brandon Bates gets away, can't finish. And look at that.
Again.
We talked about him a while ago. Toto Jose, just the type of guy who will hang around, find ways to score, find ways to contribute. And he did it again right there.
Right.
Let's take a look at this once again. Brandon Escoto. He's in double figures as well. And that's going to be a three ball coming from Casio. He drills it.
The ever reliable JV Casio for that three.
Mendoza, pull-up jumper on the way, puts it in. Cancino. CJ, dancing with Escoto, splitting the defense, all the way to the basket, puts it in. He's really played well.
Oh yeah, very smooth move there by Cancino.
Bearfield. That's coming from Prince Caparal, who has checked in the game for the first time. You know, without the services, of course, with the suspended player that they have, and it looks like Coach Jeff is about to throw in the towel.
Yep.
JV Casio, pull-up jumper on the way, puts it in. Mendoza dancing with Casio. Over to Bates. Finding Jose,
There you
gets
go.
away, puts it in. And that almost ended up in our hands. Johnson
There you
Rios,
go.
elbow
Almost.
jumper, no good. But Aaron Black is down there. What's the biggest difference in this game for the Meralco Bolts? But their back-to-back losses.
Their player, their teammate, Magaliano.
That's going to be a turnover. And Mitchell.
Oh.
Mitchell! I did not expect him to put that in with a one-handed flush.
He's got hops.
But that's going to be it. As the Meralco Bolts will bounce back from back-to-back losses and win this one with a nice advantage on the Blackwater Bossing. And it's going to be an 18-point win, 103 to 85.